Hello, Chris from My Stamp Lady, and I'm here today to show you how to make a frame using the stitch shapes. Now I'm using one of the squares, and I'm also using the layering squares framelit dies to make this frame. I will be also using the Dragonfly Dreams, a sentiment from Rose Wonder, and the detailed Dragonfly framelits. Okay, so to start my card, I have taken a piece of 8.5 by 11, cut it in half to 5.5 by 8.5, scored it at 4 1/4, and this is the thick Whisper White cardstock to make the card base. So I want to make a frame to set my Dragonfly on. So the first thing I do is I am going to take, this is the stitched shape framelit, and I'm going to run this through the Big Shot, and this is with Perfect Plum cardstock. So here is the square that I've cut out with the stitch shape framelit, and now I'm going to take one of the layering squares and I'm going to center that right in between or right inside of that stitch shape and run this through the Big Shot. And then when you're done with that, you end up with a nice frame like this. So I have the interest of the stitching and then the middle of the frame. I also am going to want a dragonfly, so I'm picking the large dragonfly and cutting out a rose red dragonfly. Now the thing about the detail here, you can use the detail plate. I do find that the detail plate really does warp your acrylic pads. So what I've done instead is I try to pick an area that is not right in the center, because you can see most of the use happens in the center. So if it's a little bit tighter on my Big Shot on the edges where that doesn't happen. And then I will place the top, and I'm going to run it back and forth through my Big Shot several times, and you'll see how it still does cut out well. Okay, so this one was cut out 4 times, and I'm just going to pop this out of my die, and it comes out nice and easy. It cuts all of the items, and it's really easy to do when you have just go back and forth several times. So now I want to take, I'm going to get rid of these scraps here. So now I have the clear Wink of Stella, and I am going to brush the Wink of Stella over my dragonfly so that I get a nice shimmery dragonfly. Okay, and so for time, I have actually done one ahead of time, so now I know it's dry. And I hope you can see that shimmer. Let's see, there we go. Okay, my piece of 4 by 5 1/4 inch Whisper White cardstock. From the Dragonfly Dreams, I have this image, and it's just like the dots. So now I figure out where approximately I want my dragonfly and my frame, and this is how I'm going to layer that. And I want it about there, so I'm going to stamp this right across the top there with Old Olive, ink that up. Okay, and so I have my placement. I'm just going to move that and stamp this twice. Okay, so then with crushed curry, is that what I've got? Yep, crushed curry, and I have the thank you, and that's from that Rose, from the Rose Wonder set. I'm going to just put my frame in place, and I didn't glue it down yet. I just want for placement to figure out where I want that. Ink up that with crushed curry, and let's stamp that below where that frame will go. Okay. So now I am going to take, this is a little piece of the shimmery Pear Pizzazz. I'm just going to take a little bit of my Fast Fuse. We're going to place this down. Piece of ribbon. I am using some of the little mini, I love these new little mini dimensionals. They are nice, that they're nice and small. And I'm going to just put one on each corner of my frame, and then I will also add a couple on the back side of my dragonfly so that it doesn't stick, you know, so I don't have to press it down in there, but I'll just put a couple of those on there. Okay, remove those covers. Okay, so the covers are removed, and I'm going to place down my frame. These open frames are really fun to use with, just to use the background shows through. Okay, and there's my dragonfly. I will add a few of the rhinestone jewels to my dragonfly, one of the larger ones. I'm going to put a couple of smaller ones. It's not the largest rhinestone, it's this middle size here. And put one more. Add a little bit of shimmer and glitz to that. Now all that's left is to pull in my background here. Let's add some more. The Fast Few. This is actually a fairly quick card, but I really like how it came together. And this I'm just putting flat down on the card base. And you have an open frame made with the square dies and a fun dragonfly over the top. If you have any questions about what I've done, don't hesitate to contact me, Chris, at mystamplady.com. You can find the supplies in my online store at shopwithmystamplady.com. This is your first time here and you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.